Guys, it's a girl Cindy. Welcome back again to another video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Cindy. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So I just want us to talk about the Los Angeles fire. I've received a lot of messages, people asking me to do a video, about it, which I knew I was gonna do, make a video about it anyways. But I've been watching videos, people crying, people lost their properties, okay? People lost their loved ones, a lot of people lost their lives, and it is a very sad one. Um, I don't know what to say. It is literally the beginning of the year 2025, and seeing people crying on social media, it breaks my heart. I saw a video of a lady crying in her car with she displayed her father's picture on her screen, and she said that her dad rushed back into the house to grab some things for her, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. Wow. Now people are asking questions, what happened? They just want to know how it started and everything. So I went on Google. On your screen is a screenshot of what I read, on Google. Please pause to read if you want to. But I have put together a few videos. Let's just hear what people are saying. People are still evacuating, and some people are saying that people should stop evacuating. I don't know. People are confused. They don't know what to do. Now, a lot of them are homeless. Like this is terrible. I feel for these people. Happening in January, the beginning of the year.
The craziest thing just happened to me, and I think the universe was maybe watching my back. I live really close to Runyon Canyon, like basically my backyard. I was on the phone with my friend and we were just catching up. They were checking in, making sure I was okay because all the fires that are happening in LA. But I was like, they're all really far from me. I think I'll be okay as long as a new fire doesn't happen. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, wow, it smells like smoke. And my friend says it's probably the Palisades fires that are blowing your way. And I was like, no, this is different. I was like, I think something's happening. So they tell me, you should go outside and see. So I walk outside. It smells like a campfire. This is what I see. The entire Runyon Canyon on fire. And at this point, I hadn't gotten an evacuation notice. I hadn't gotten any notification of any sort that this fire was happening. I grabbed a suitcase and just packed whatever I could, which when it actually came to packing my valuables, I packed my contacts, my glasses, 2 changes of clothes, my IDs, my passport, my computer, my phone, obviously, and then this necklace that my dad, who passed away, gifted me. Otherwise, I was like, I don't really need any of this other stuff. It's also absolute chaos right now in LA. The streetlights are all down, completely gridlocked traffic. You could just feel the panic in the city. I hope everyone is staying safe and being smart and being alert. And when they tell you to evacuate, you evacuate.
I think people are really struggling to understand just the scale and magnitude of the fire happening currently in the west side of Los Angeles. And it's crazy because LA is so big and California is so big, but it's hard to understand the scale of it until you visit or live there. So for reference, I live in Los Angeles and it would take me 6 hours to drive to San Francisco, 6 hours to drive to Redwood National Park, and then I'd still have another 6 hours to go before I even reached Oregon. And San Diego is still 2 hours south of Los Angeles, so it's so big. But just to put the fire in a little bit of perspective, the island of Manhattan is 14,604 acres. The current scale of the Palisades fire is over 17,000 acres. So imagine the entire island of Manhattan, the entire city of New York, up in flames at 0% containment, trying to fight this fire in hurricane level winds. The scale of this fire is just genuinely incomprehensible. And the destruction that it has caused is just mind-boggling, and we haven't even really begun to discover the true depths of it. And then imagine people telling you that it deserves to burn because it's a liberal state. I can't. These are people's homes, these are businesses, these are livelihoods, these are pets, these are houses that have been there for generations. This is historical Los Angeles that is burning, and then people have the nerve to say that we deserved it because it's a liberal city within a liberal state. I just can't imagine ever saying that to someone.
The wind is really picking up, and I can tell you this much. Born and raised in LA, I have seen my fair share of fires, but I have never seen anything like this. Like, I've been watching the news since like 11 o'clock this morning. And when it first started, it was like 20 acres. I was like, okay, 20 acres, it's not that bad. And then very shortly thereafter, they're like, it's 200 acres. Then in just a matter of just not even a few hours, it was up to 700. And then it was over 1,200. Like I said, in the span of just a few hours, that's really fast. And the way this wind is picking up, I can't even imagine what the LA Fire Department has to, you can hear the sirens right now. And I'm miles away. I'm miles away from the Palisades. But I can't even imagine. Like, the wind keeps changing direction. Like, every 5 seconds, it's going in a new direction. And these embers are everywhere. And it is really scary. And God, to the people in the Palisades and now in Mandeville Canyon, Brentwood, like, you're in my thoughts. You're in my thoughts, because it's really scary. I don't know if our sails are going to make it through the night.
The fires that are going on in California. First off, the mayor's not even in town. She's out of the country. It's all by chance, by coincidence, Second, she cut funding for her fire department, fire relief, over $20 million worth. There's no water in the fire hydrants. You just live in a dry place, real windy, dry place, dusty place. But you don't need water in the fire hydrants. That don't make good sense. Nah. Another thing, the insurance company canceled people's insurance, fire insurance, weeks ago. Something ain't adding up. Just seems kind of strange. So, I don't know. I just can't put my finger on it. Kind of reminds me of something, maybe Maui or something like that. But my thoughts and prayers are with the innocent ones anyway, or just people in general. So, you still don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. But that's what you get for kind of vote for liberal policies. Common sense. You need to put water in the fire hydrants. You kind of need your fire department.
Can somebody please explain to me why I just heard a firefighter on the live broadcast say that part of the reason why this Palisades fire has gotten so out of hand is because there is no water pressure in the fire hydrants? We have known about these hurricane winds for days. We've been tracking them for days. We also know that there's a drought and that there was a potential of this happening. And what, there's no water pressure? We're learning all of this while we're watching video footage of people in real time pleading, begging, crying not to have to leave their homes, that they want to stay and protect their homes, and not that this matters to the mayor because the mayor's not even in the country. The power is out in West Hollywood, which is where I am. I had just gotten back from a walk with my dog, and I was trying to see what people were doing, and it seems like everybody is exiting West Hollywood right now. There's not been an evacuation call, but the fires are coming west pretty fast. The moon is bright orange. It's apocalyptic. The sky is black. Like, the street lights are on, but everything's blurry because there's so much ash and smoke in the air. If you do plan on evacuating, just remember to close all of your windows so that smoke and ash doesn't get in. Unplug everything, unplug your ovens, stoves, microwaves, air conditioners, anything. We do not need any more explosions that add to this fire.
I need y'all to remember that a lot of the bodies on the ground right now fighting the fire in Southern California are prisoners, prison labor. People making pennies on the dollar. Last year in 2024, the mayor of Los Angeles cut somewhere around $20 million from the LA Fire Department's budget. Other departments within the city had budget cuts as well, and all of that money was then given to the LAPD. The LAPD received an additional, I want to say it was like $130 million. Now, we all know that using prison labor during natural disasters is nothing new. California specifically has been using prison labor to fight wildfires for some time. And what happened last year in Los Angeles with those budget cuts, that's not an isolated incident. That's happening in cities all over the United States. It's happening currently where I live right now in Seattle. Budgets are being majorly slashed. Budgets that fund crucial city programs and departments, and all of that money is then being funneled into local police departments, and it doesn't make our cities any safer. We're simply being over-policed. And what happens when a region is over-policed? Higher rates of incarceration. And what do higher rates of incarceration mean? More bodies for labor that is essentially almost free.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but we just lost our house in the Palisades fire. Everything is gone. My mom had just enough time to pick up her dogs, her purse, and get out. There was no time to evacuate. Everything is gone. My childhood photos, my yearbooks, my everything, my toys I was gonna give my kids. Every sentimental thing went up. And my mom, photos, everything. She had no time to grab anything, okay? Like, it came so fast. Like, this is why people were abandoning their cars in the middle of the road, because the flames were moving so fast. There wasn't any time. So I can't believe it. Everything is gone. My whole hometown is gone. My childhood home is gone. And thank God my mom is alive and she's okay. She's here with me. But it's just, we lost everything. Everything material value. This is how it feels to lose absolutely everything. It is a feeling I would never wish upon my worst enemy. I just can't believe it. My best friend started a GoFundMe if you want to help out. I will link it down below, but I have no words. I feel like this is a nightmare and I just want to wake up.
This is a real text that I just received from a friend of mine about the fires. I'm not going to cry because I got torn apart for my last TikTok video where I cried about my house maybe burning down. I'll spare you. She's on a plane and I said, do you want me to go to your house and get stuff out? Like, things that you can't replace. I'll go right now, even though the area is evacuated. She wrote back, you can't get in. Topanga's barricaded. The back way we use is being guarded by fire trucks now because some of the neighbors caught a guy setting more fires on the back of our hill. They chased him away. They called 911. I think they caught the guy recently in Woodland Hills trying to put gasoline in sewers. It's happening all over. Okay, happy to talk about climate change. I'm not a scientist, so I don't understand enough about it to weigh in. I think this is also a mental illness crisis. And what do you say, oft? What do you say, unalived? When someone unalives someone, I'm the first person to go, I'd like to hear their side of the story. I'm sure they should be in jail, but I just want to hear their side of the story. Arsonists. I don't need to hear your side of the story. Your story sucks.
So I live about an hour away from those fires. I live in West Hollywood and the fires are in Pacific Palisades and this area, so west that way. Let me guys show you. I'm literally sitting on my balcony. Let me show you how you can see everything from here. Hold on. An hour away. Keep that in mind. Take a look at how crazy it is. This is day number 4 and look at how active those fires are. Look at how insane this is. Absolutely wild. Do you see that? That's insane. Ridiculous. An hour away. Just so you understand the magnitude of that.
I can't believe I have to say this, but your favorite celebrity does not need your thoughts and prayers comment on their Instagram post about how devastating the fires are in LA right now. There are so many more people that are being highly affected by these fires that don't have millions of dollars in revenue, that don't have the best insurance money can buy, and that don't have the ability to completely rebuild everything within months of the fires being put out. Those people deserve your attention and your sympathy and your likes, comments, and shares. And I'm not even going to mention the fact that the majority of these celebrities have things like private jets and helicopters that contribute an unbelievable amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere every year, therefore contributing to climate change, therefore contributing to increased wildfires. And I'm not even going to mention the fact that the majority of these celebrities have things like green grass lawns and swimming pools in a literal desert, contributing to water scarcity that makes it a lot harder to fight off wildfires. No, I'm not going to mention those things because those things are way less important than us coming together and forming a community around the people who really, really need it right now, and giving our thoughts and our prayers and donations if we have the ability to. Ignore the celebrities, they're fine. The rich simply do not need our sympathy.
The thing about the Palisades fire that I wish more people would understand about climate change is that it's demonstrating that there are no safe zones when it comes to catastrophic climate change. Even areas that you think won't be affected because they quote unquote haven't had a natural disaster here in centuries, they will, because their climate is going to change. I'm sitting in Dallas right now, and I'm going to be in San Francisco in a few days. Dallas gets snowstorms now, and San Francisco has tsunami warnings. That wasn't the quote-unquote norm a few years ago, but it's the new normal now because the climate has quite literally changed. Inland North Carolina was being sold as a haven from climate catastrophes and then got destroyed by the mother of all hurricanes. Why? Because the climate changed. And these things are happening faster than science can even keep up with. We don't even know the totality of the ramifications of what we've brought onto ourselves. Maybe you're not in LA and you're just watching this catastrophe through your cell phone, but I guarantee you there will come a time when you will be the one recording it. And because we live in a system that values short-term profits over long-term survivability, none of this is going to change until we force the system to change.
The fires are not just affecting rich white people. I've been seeing a lot on social media about how the fires here in LA are mainly destroying rich celebrity homes. And I am here to tell you that that is so incredibly inaccurate. I realize if you don't live here in California or LA, your perception of LA is completely screwed up by what you see on TV and the movies. There's a lot of regular folks that live here, and there's a lot of folks that live below the poverty line here in LA. There are 8 wildfires actively burning here in LA County. One of them, the Eaton fire in Altadena, has completely burned California's first middle-class Black neighborhood. Not rich folks, not celebrities. These are mainly 3rd and 4th generation Black family homes. Altadena was one of the first suburbs in LA that Black people could buy houses in. The people that lived in these neighborhoods were the first people in their families to buy a house. These are hardworking, middle-class Black folks, Black families, multi-generational families living in these homes. As of today, these neighborhoods do not exist. It's not there anymore. These homes have been completely wiped out. Businesses, grocery stores, banks, low-income apartment buildings, rent-controlled apartment buildings, gone. The entire neighborhood has been burned to the ground. I am 6 months pregnant. My nerves are out of this world. I've been shaking. My chin is breaking out. I'm in the valley, currently in the center of several fires around me. I just got word that there is a new fire very, very close to me, waiting for my husband to get home so that we can leave our house and evacuate. We're not rich. We're not celebrities. No one is immune to the fires that are happening in LA right now. Honestly, guys, I can't explain the way I'm feeling right now. I can't imagine what these people are going through, losing their properties, their homes. If you are not on TikTok, let me know in the comments. I know a lot of you are not on TikTok, but I'm going to do a part 2 or bring updates because, you know, seeing these videos from people who are living in LA is gonna be helpful to a lot of people, so they'll be able to know what is happening and getting updates. Basically, like I said, I'm gonna do a part 2, hopefully, so we can be updated, on what is going on in LA. My condolences to the people that lost their loved ones. This is really a sad one, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna end this video right here. Let me know what you all think in the comments, and if you have more information, you have updates or anything, please share with us in the comments. And I'm gonna see you all in my next video. Bye.